Coming up tonight, the county is using the big gun snow removal equipment they haven't worked with for decades.
I'm Russ Maines. Tonight I'll show you some of the fun and games people managed to have in the blizzard of '93.
It's a shoveling nightmare. I'm Brenda Johnston, and I'll tell you how this storm brought this community together in more ways than one.
In sports, one thing that wasn't canceled, Michael has the top NCAA basketball tournament seeds. And although the big one is behind us, more messy weather is ahead. Newscenter 7 is next. Stay with us.
Now, from the studios of American Community Cablevision, Tompkins County's #1 choice for local television news, this is Newscenter 7.
Massive cleanup. Where to put all this snow? The county is using snow removal equipment that hasn't been out of the barn since the 1970s. The county highway manager says 20 people have been working around the clock to remove the 2 feet of snow that has fallen since Friday night. Since all of the blowing snow has stopped, the chore has been to transport it. The city trucks are bringing it to Southwest Park, the county trucking much of it to their land on Bostwick Road. Well, the key to making all of this work was really to stay off the roads. That was the idea. Joining us now is Sheriff Emery Guest. You were the one everyone was waiting to hear from today. When was that ban going to be lifted? It went into effect Saturday, lifted today at 3. Did people cooperate for all that time?
Yes, pretty much.
Except we heard from Chief Harlan McEwen here in the city that some people didn't, because if you didn't, everybody probably wondered, would anything really happen to me if I ventured out on the roads in my car? Some of them got tickets. How hard is that to do, though, to monitor people all over the county?
Well, the Sheriff's Department is limited manpower-wise. We had a number of things going on today so that we weren't running out chasing vehicles. Chief McEwen has a little more control over the city because everybody's coming into the city.
And the problem in the city, as they were trying to tell people, was we need you off the roads because we need to get this snow out of here. As we just saw, they have to truck it somewhere. Snow emergency signs up all over the place, as we see right here downtown Ithaca. People don't have to worry about finding meters to put any money into. The city really, though, in this case, is kind of under your jurisdiction. Your travel ban was for the entire county.
That's correct.
So the city had to abide by that as well.
Yes.
You got a lot of help over the weekend. One of them, the Ithaca Company, the National Guard, was actually mobilized for the weekend. How did they help you out?
They provided us with manpower and some vehicles to help us get people transported to the hospital, to nursing homes, and to the girls' school in Lansing.
Because even your cars weren't going to get around.
The only operational vehicle that we really had was a 4-wheel drive pickup truck that we picked up during the summer under the drug program. So that was what my men were using.
New York State Electric and Gas, they had about 500 customers power affected this weekend. The maximum timeout about 3 hours. They said they also got some help from emergency vehicles there as well.
That's correct. Of course, the highway department was the people that were responsible for getting them to the scene.
So people can be on the roads now, but they still should travel with care.
Yes, we still have some situations with high snowbanks at intersections, and there's going to be difficulty to see oncoming traffic. There's going to be patches of ice
for some time to come.
That's true, and probably some snow signs or stop signs that are covered by snow that people should be aware of.
Okay, Sheriff Guest, thanks for coming in tonight.
More than welcome.
The county's airport officially opened this afternoon. The same time, the county's traveling ban was lifted. The airport was closed during our 2-day blizzard, and although they are now open, airport employees expect some small delays in the next day. So if you're heading to the airport, you may want to call ahead. Meanwhile, after a couple of days of standing by, Greyhound buses are now up and running just in time for Ithaca College students to come back from spring break. Like many people around the county, residents at Nate's Floral Estates Trailer Park were without transportation today. They had a near scare this morning when a 1-year-old broke his leg. Neighbors had to carry him to the front of the entrance where an ambulance was standing by. The manager expects it to be a while before all the roads here are cleared. This weekend's weather for several closings today, some of which are being carried over into tonight and tomorrow. Ithaca College is closed tomorrow. However, the residence and dining halls are open. The college will reopen on Wednesday. Ithaca City schools are closed for tomorrow. Lansing's Middle School's West Side Story is rescheduled for tomorrow night at 7:30 in the school's auditorium. All Ithaca City committee meetings for tonight have been canceled, and trash pickup in the city of Ithaca is suspended for the week. Cornell University is open tomorrow, but they ask any employees working tonight to call your supervisor before going into work. And a last reminder, Ithaca City buses will stop running tonight at 7:30. They will resume operation tomorrow morning. Well, snow will not be putting off village elections across the county tomorrow. They're being held throughout the day tomorrow. There are a number of races in the villages, including a three-way race for the village of Dryden Judge. Coming up, a look back at how we enjoyed this weekend blizzard and how we're going to pay for shoveling out from all that snow. Stocking up on food before and during the blizzard. At Tops, employees were working around the clock, and although some shelves were light this afternoon, the store's manager says they were prepared.
We prepared in a hurry. As soon as we received notice that we were getting a blizzard, we just bumped up our orders on our products and made sure that we got as much product on the shelf as possible.
The big food item that sold quickly at Tops was cereal. Well, when Tompkins County got buried by the blizzard over the weekend, many residents gave in and celebrated, while others joined hands and dug each other out of the snow. Brenda Johnston and Russ Maines have team coverage on the storm. First, Russ takes us on a ride around Tompkins County.
There is little question that 10, 20 years from now, people will still be talking about the blizzard of '93 and how it crippled Tompkins County. And every bit as exciting as the amount of snow was the sheer silence created by the lack of traffic. Car traffic, that is. But the silence was short-lived as residents turned the roads into winter block parties. What do you think of the rundown? Is it pretty fun?
It's great.
And is it hard, like, to avoid people? Hitting people and stuff?
Well, when people jump out in front of your sled, it's a little bit hard, but most people dodge.
Out in Trumansburg, some residents resorted to an alternate form of transportation to get around Main Street.
Well, yeah, you gotta watch out for DPW crews and like that, but other than that, it's fun and play it safe.
You don't have any cars to worry about. And still others brought the party indoors. You could tell by the provisions they were buying.
We got supplies for today. We got enough beer to last us the whole day, enough cigarettes to last us the whole day, plus some chips.
They're buying a lot of tobacco products and beer. They're buying a lot of bread and milk. They're buying a lot of junk food because they're, I don't know, they know they have to sit inside all day. And
all in all, Tompkins County seemed well prepared for the deluge. As far as monthly totals this late in the season go, we're in between second and third place. In 1984, we got about 30 inches, and in 1956, we got about 35. But we're only halfway through the month. Russ Maines, Newscenter 7.
I'm Brenda Johnston with a look at how Blizzard 93 had neighbors helping neighbors. This crew spent hours digging out residents on Falls Street.
Trying to get everybody out. Trying to get everybody out here.
Here's a perfect example of what a pain in the neck it is to shovel. We got about 25 inches of snow throughout the county, but with all the snow drifts, people are finding themselves digging out of snow that's waist high. But it didn't stop everyone. They shoveled and shoveled, while others did it the easy way. And for some, there were rewards.
Hasn't been like this in a long time.
So you figure you deserve a beer after all that, right?
We figure we deserve a beer. After 6 hours of shoveling.
That's right.
And did you just do your own place?
Yeah.
Well,
we helped each other.
We've worked, all of us around the area work together.
Yeah.
It's fun. So people are being the nicest. You see people walking around helping each other out. See people here walking with the dogs. People are nice now. I wish it was like this during Christmas.
The snow is great for landings. Kids get lost in it. It's a dog's dream. Transportation methods changed. Cars were and are buried. Many people got out the cross-country skis. Foot patrol was the key. And some people wanted their dogs to do the work. Wanted, that is. Others chose to stay inside, stock up, and be a couch potato. Whether you spent the blizzard on the sofa or in the snow, this 2-footer is one we'll never forget. Brenda Johnston, Newscenter 7.
The #1 activity for today, as we just saw, shoveling. It was almost impossible to avoid it, whether it was to free your car or just to get out the front door for some people. If you shovel today, there's a good chance that you'll be hurting tomorrow. There are products on the store shelves that you can buy. But Susan Barnard, a nurse at the Convenient Care Clinic, offers these suggestions for muscle aches. Warm compresses, a warm shower, a hot water bottle. But if the pain continues, that's anything that prevents you from doing your normal activities, you should see your doctor. Still to come, beware. If you think the worst is behind us, you're wrong. Brenda's up next with the forecast. Stay with us. We're probably shoveling out of things. I know I was up to my shoulders coming out the front door.
You could see in the one story there, I was up to my waist. But it's different throughout the county, 25 inches in the city, but when you have some snow drifts, we've got a lot more than that. So out in your backyard, you might have a little bit different than what I have. So bear with me, okay? Today's high was 27 degrees, the record high 79 in 1990. We tied the record low with 0. That was set back in 1960. No more precipitation overnight. We are at about 37.5 inches of snow for the month. As I said, 25 inches to 20 inches over the weekend. Out there right now, our skies are clear. The temperature is 27 degrees. Trying to read that backwards. Humidity is 69%. The barometer is falling, and the winds out of the west at 8 miles an hour. Temperatures around Tompkins County today. Lansing and Trumansburg 18, Groton and Freeville both with 25, Dryden 19, and Podunk with 24. Around New York State today, Watertown with 24, Rochester 24, Buffalo 23, Syracuse got 42 inches of snow, so we didn't do too bad compared to them today. They're at 25, Elmira 26, and Binghamton with 21. If you take a look at the national map, a high pressure continues to dominate over the southeast. Most of the south experiencing temperatures that are absolutely crippling to them. Just to give you an example, in portions of northern Georgia overnight, they got down to about 7 degrees. By tomorrow, lots of precipitation will move into our area. We'll start off with snow, but as the temperatures bounce back up into the mid-30s, that snow will change over to rain. It can be a big problem, especially if you haven't shoveled. That'll make that snow extra heavy, so be sure and get out there and do it tonight, like I'm going to do if you haven't done it yet. This is our forecast for tonight. It will start clouding up, winds gusting up to 25 miles an hour after midnight, high of around 25 degrees. For tomorrow, more wind, a chance of snow mixed with rain, highs in the mid to upper 30s. The extended outlook by Wednesday will have more snow that will mix with ice. It'll stay in the mid 30s. And on Thursday, morning snow that'll give way to clouds. By Friday, we'll have more snow. So it's not gone. Spring really doesn't look like it's around the corner. 2 well wishes tonight. The first is a happy 83rd birthday to Mary Woolsey. That's from her daughters and her grandchildren. And the second is a happy anniversary to Gary and Dodie Stage. And hope everybody weathered the storm okay this weekend.
It certainly was pretty, that shot we just looked
gorgeous.
At. It was gorgeous.
Absolutely
the sun
beautiful
out today, so
looks like you should be skiing in the Alps or something like that.
Really?
It's Tompkins County.
That's right. Okay, thanks, neighborhood. Please give us a call here at News Center 7. That's all for tonight's news. Thanks for joining us. For the entire news team, have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.